Ну что ж, всем привет, дорогие друзья и подписчики моего канала. И я продолжаю свое прохождение по игре Vampire The Masquerade SWANSONG. Всем приятного просмотра и хорошего настроения. Погнали!
Come on. I have to find Richard.
Only federal operatives and their assets are allowed in this area. Sorry.
This investigation is going to take a while.
Come on, more hands on deck can't hurt.
Hey there, perfect timing. You the explosives expert I called in for?
No, I just got here. I'm backup. I'm here to gather ballistics evidence.
Good luck with that.
Why is that?
I've no clue as to what went down here, but bullets were on the menu. Shots fired in all directions. And it looks like your basic 9mm is no longer in style.
How's that?
See for yourself. Some of the impacts left holes as big as my fist.
Okay. I'll give you a hand when I'm done here.
Let me brief you on the zone we're clearing now. We've got a stiff in the room on the right. Looks like he died from blunt force trauma. Anyway, we've got orders to pack them up as is for the feds. Don't bother with the report. They're taking care of everything.
All right, then.
In the room on the left, there's a corpse we need to analyze. But I'm warning you, it's a real mess. The people who did this are crazy. It's all priority, just check the boxes.
I'll get started immediately.
Finally, the cavalry. Thanks for coming.
It's a good turn if I can take a look around here alone to myself. Shit. Richard. They sure did a number on you.
They're here. They found us. Before I knew it hit me, I had a stake in my heart. I've never seen anything like it. These mortals unafraid of us.
Shh, gentle.
You shouldn't be here. You should be at the Institute.
Calm down. What happened here?
The mortals who are here, it's the Second Inquisition.
What makes you say that? Are you sure?
Yes, there's even a man of the cloth in charge of them. Monsignor Stanford. They mowed us down like so many blades of grass, all of us.
So, they found us.
We have to go warn the others.
Wait, there might still be kindred here. We can't leave them behind.
This is insane. It's irresponsible.
The prince asked me to find Miley, but I need your help.
Miley? Now I understand. The prince had you released against my orders, and she sent you here. And you'd rather obey her? She's using you. There's no way I'll help. Ask her for help since you're here for her.
The prince sent me to find out what happened. It was an order. And you don't refuse the prince's orders, you know?
You're in the middle of treatment and she just releases you?
But that's not...
Against my orders? She shouldn't have done that. It's obvious that Hazel is manipulating you.
She cares about me. I don't see why it's an issue.
Does she care about you or about your premonitions?
That argument doesn't hold water. Hazel's not the first person to take an interest in our gifts. Princes have always sought glimpses of tomorrow to better rule their domains. Take Quentin King, for example.
Yes, I know. She wants to separate you from me, I'm sure of it. What has she been telling you about me?
Mom, you're not going to tell him about me, right? You never want them to be together.
Hazel told me that she trusted me.
You do well not to return the favor.
Why is that?
You don't release a patient from a Markovian institute to run a few errands.
You always see the bad in everything.
Your gifts can be particularly useful to her. Keep it in mind. I just know it's a good thing that she likes us. Well, you particularly. Right, it's a good thing I keep my emergency kit at the prince's apartments.
Why?
I'll give you a dose. Once we're back there, that should be enough to get you back to the institute.
You see? I knew it. He's always scolding us.
I never promised that I wouldn't ever go back. But first, I need to finish what I came here to do.
That's not how it works. You can't just interrupt your treatment whenever you feel like it.
Richard! I'm fine.
Since I can't diagnose it, I'll take your word for it. Hazel should have respected my instructions.
What do you mean?
She should have followed the treatment I prescribed for you, that's all. This issue is not over. I will have words with her. Let's get out of here.
You go ahead. I'll catch up with you.
Alicia, that's not what
You want me to trust you, but you don't trust me.
It's not that. I'm just worried about you.
Get going. The clock is ticking.
You can, at the very least, let me help you. Here, with this, you should be able to temporarily impersonate anyone.
I'll find Miley and catch up to you, okay?
She was with me when they attacked us.
She was?
Yes, she was injured, but she managed to escape down the hallway.
I heard them capture her. I can still sense her. She's hurt. But she's still here.
Thank you. Come on, we don't have a minute to spare. Oh, and tell them they have the address of the Red Salon on Cellar Street.
We should expect a second attack there. I must inform the court. Be careful.
I'll be counting the minutes until you return to us.
With Richard's help, I'll be able to find Miley for Hazel. A reinforced container that locks from the outside. Not commonly used to store mortal bodies. There's been blood in this glass. I never understood wasting vessels like that. A stake. There's no doubt about it. This is for us. A cigar. Barely smoked. That's where it was stubbed out. Huh, I've already seen this brand here. It's the code for a body they must have picked up. Torn off. Oh, Jara could have done that. Looks like someone's missing an arm. Seven years of bad luck. Have you learned anything?
I'm just getting started. Well, actually, it has been an hour already. There's just so much evidence to collect.
You look like you've had better days.
It's not like this is my first crime scene, you know? But none of this adds up. It's the kind of case you take home with you.
What do you mean?
Go figure. What's with all these bodies in various states of decay? This shit is gonna give me nightmares you can't wake up from. And the feds are telling us not to ask any questions.
You have an idea why?
Never met a talkative Fed. And they graphed them poker faces at Quantico. But I can tell you one thing. They got here fast. Quicker than the blowflies. They took one look at the carnage and acted like it was just another day at the office.
All right, why don't I bag this room? How far'd you get?
Examine the spatter trajectories. Get us enough data to calculate spray velocity. We'll need it. I'll keep collecting samples of blood and body fluids.
All right. It's the reference of the container that was here. It must have been screwed onto an injection gun. And the fibrogen, that's an improved coagulant. I've heard that if it's used on one of our kind, it can keep us from regenerating. Or even using our powers. A real nasty concoction. A vial of some sort of chemical. Fibrinogenodine BB. Sunrise Group, London. That vial must have been screwed onto something. That's a knife wound. Huh. Bringing a knife to a gunfight? They took him for dead. He's barely breathing. This one's missing fingers. Wet clothes. Some sort of whip with blood on it. It's the code for a body they must have picked up. It's the reference of the container that was here.
Compared with them, we didn't lose many men.
Sorry. Only special agents are allowed in this area.
Привет, привет.
Sorry. Only special agents are allowed in this area. Sorry. Only special agents are allowed in this area. Sorry, I'm busy.
The amount of blood suggests serious injuries.
enlightening.
Here we go. I wonder what's hiding here.
And now, a rabbit.
Good job, sweetie. Find something to think about. Don't look around us.
Watch where you're putting your feet. Sorry, I'm busy.
Organs. Are they cutting us up into pieces?
Hey, you! Come give me a hand. We have specimens to move.
Here are the containers Richard told me about. Adrenaline. That only stimulates mortals. I sense something. It's coming from over there.
Mom! No! Can I get a huggy after this?
A leather jacket. A leather jacket. Holy shit. Everything's been burned. Everything.
Stanford was right. We brought down some high-value targets.
Yeah, I guess. Your clock is ticking down. More boxes.
Don't touch those papers.
Shit. There are names on these files. I'd better get him out of here so I can take a look.
Don't bother with that. Those are Stanford's files.
It brings paperwork on a job like this?
Yes. So his novice can record whether they were captured or exterminated.
If they have intel on us, I have to find out what they know. His novice is busy, and...
Agent Olsen's got a lot to do. But he's handling it himself.
I needed to see him anyway. I'll just take them to him.
Don't bother. He'll pick them up on the way to see Stanford.
Go put away what's on the table.
Okay.
Finally. Now I can take a look at those files. Targets. Numbered. With names. They even have a file on Richard. I think that's Dijon's child. Was, I mean. Oh, Miley. They haven't taken her yet. Jara, already evacuated. She's on the council, I think. No way I'm letting them keep that. Something to dip someone into. Must be for the kind.
So, has forensics processed the bedrooms?
Yeah, I think so. They,
You think so? Isn't there anyone here that can inform me about anything? I've been asking for an hour. I must give Monsignor an update detailing how long this is going to take. Let's not keep him waiting then.
But the local police are very...
Just tell them Agent Olsen sent you. And we will see how high they are willing to jump. We still have bodies to evacuate and samples to recover.
You bet. You can count on me.
Sorry, I don't have the time.
Wow. Am I seeing this right? They're collecting us. Dust. They didn't just kill neonates. I wonder who that was. Bones. Probably a neonate. Rotting flesh. That kindred had been embraced recently. More boxes. Medical supplies? They're collecting us. I can't believe it.
We'll still be bagging evidence tomorrow at this rate.
Emmett Olsen. What's he going to do with that?
Which one do you want to take down?
Sorry, I've got one more thing to do.
No problem.
Bingo. The files of everyone they're taking away. Which one is Miley in?
Didn't die in vain.
The lab's gonna be overwhelmed.
Can we go get Mr. Teddy after this?
Stop. You can't go in there. Monsignor's standing orders. No interruptions.
So Stanford is back there. But I just wanted to...
It's too dangerous, and you know it. If you've got something to give him, tell Olsen is novice.
Suit yourself, but remember I warned you.
If I decide to go in there, I'd better be Olsen.
Mom!
Halsey, Mommy knows what she's doing. Go wait for me at the elevator. I'll be right there.
You took your time, my son. Oh, interesting. I would never have imagined that one of you would have the gall to approach us so closely. I see you.
But
And yes, we have come to Boston. Your kind doesn't stand a chance. How do you think we found you tonight? In Saint Leopold's name, we will find you all, to the very last.
So the prince wasn't too disappointed?
She didn't express her gratitude, at any rate.
With you, she must not be used to failure. The others were pretty surprised, in fact.
Were they?
Some of them think you're not as motivated as you used to be. They think you're tired. They're wrong, aren't they?
I'm not done yet. This body has many long years ahead of it.
Then you'll have to prove to them. Those who are disappointed today will be your enemies tomorrow.
Let them talk.
You didn't tell me what was in those files you gave the prince.
I don't see how that's any of your business.
To make up your own mind about something, the best way is to go to the source. And apparently, Jason Moore is well informed.
I see. You'll have to be patient, Fang.
Do you think that this setback will be an issue for our plans to...
A favor from the prince wouldn't have hurt. But it's not the be-all, end-all in determining your fate. How do you feel about it?
Honestly, I just want to get it over with. Like when you're going into finals.
Even if there's no going back?
It's a little late for that, isn't it?
It is.
Your child, Beryl Underwood, did he have any second thoughts?
I don't want to discuss it.
He's your only child, so I wondered how it went. Well, could you enlighten me?
Beryl is very different from you. He always has been. I was blind. It won't happen again. Beryl would have begged me to get what he wanted. Your patience reassures me. I'm making the right choice with you.
You seem to really have a problem with him.
Yes, and that's why you must stay away from him.
This separation between you, what caused it?
Don't dig too far into it. You know this is something I don't discuss.
That's too bad.
I'm not one to beat around the bush, especially on a matter like this. So either be frank with me, or be silent.
I'm sorry, it's just that it's not easy for me.
I'm listening.
Beryl asked me to come by and see him.
Did you?
I didn't think anything bad could happen. I actually thought that—
You ignored what I told you. Don't ever do that again. What did he want with you?
Nothing in particular. He wanted to get to know me. He told me about Seattle, the Camarilla. He was just being nice, that's all.
Beryl isn't nice. He's dangerous. I'm going to have a word with him.
But—
Wait here.
Just one more, and then you can go rest.
All right. Thanks, Ms. Ortiz.
To see you there.
Okay, sure.
Come back soon.
About your life before all this?
I didn't have a life before this. Got it?
Oh, sorry.
A message from Caius. Need you downstairs. Urgent issue. Bad timing. I'm going to have to choose. Help Caius or speak with Beryl.
Caleb,
Our secret agent is back already. The soldier is on furlough.
Not for long, I'm afraid. The prince will undoubtedly have some new task for me.
At least she trusts you. She hardly speaks to her primogen. Even Beryl is in the dark.
He's not used to that. It'll be good for him.
Are you still not talking?
You could say that.
Any regrets?
I'm planning to make up for it with Fang.
Oh, so that's why you've become attached to that girl.
I'm not attached to her. She's an asset for the Camarilla, and a necessary balance to temper Beryl's wicked games.
Personally, I find that giving a child so much power is dangerous. The problem is that you have to watch them all the time, otherwise they end up making a mess of things.
But trying to influence them is pointless.
You must be subtle about it, that's all. I give Mem just enough freedom so that she doesn't completely hate me. But I know exactly how to make her do whatever I want. Do you really think you'll have time to embrace Fang?
What do you mean?
Well, with all the elders gone, who knows who'll be next?
That's not something I'm willing to discuss with you.
Suit yourself.
No, excuse me, I have to go.
Of course.
Mr. Bazori, your child is in his office.
Caleb, by all means, make your... You? Here? How extraordinarily rare. To what do I owe the honor?
Enough, Beryl. Did you speak with Fang?
I'm not one to keep an eye on the comings and goings of your retainers.
Did you speak to her?
So much fuss about nothing.
You know very well what she is to me, and what she'll be soon.
If the prince authorizes it...
It's only a matter of time.
I sincerely hope so. I ran into her recently, it's true, but we hardly said a word to one another.
Stop it right now. I know you saw Fang, right here. I already told you not to speak to her again.
Come again?
Don't try to deny it. You spoke to her.
Fine, she came here. I don't see what the problem is.
What exactly is driving you?
Unlike you, I don't try to control the lives of those around me. Fang still enjoys a certain degree of freedom, doesn't she, to choose whom she sees? We ran into each other by accident, and we didn't speak for long.
She is mine. She cannot decide for herself. I won't have her coming anywhere near you.
You might want to rethink your methods. If she didn't need to talk to me so badly, I would have refused to see her. I really don't see the harm in it.
It's not your business to understand.
I'd really like to, though. I just wanted to give her some advice. To help guide her through this brave, dangerous new world. When it comes to that, I don't think you're doing enough. Am I mistaken?
You needn't worry. She's been introduced to everyone. I don't intend to leave her defenseless among the drooling predators skulking in the corners. And she might just surprise you.
I'm sure she will.
She's worth far more than your estimations.
Is she worth more than me?
Are you sure you want an answer to that?
All right, all right. I never took you for the fatherly sort. But I guess anyone at any age is vulnerable to the winds of change. Your concern for Feng is to your credit. It really is. However, I can't help making comparisons with my own past experiences.
You shouldn't.
It was long ago, I admit. But I'm still your only child.
You're jealous.
I'm not jealous. Although I do regret the unfortunate turn our relationship has taken. I'm worried about Feng, honestly. You would worry too if you were in my shoes. I just want to make sure she doesn't go through the same thing I did. The crushing weight of disappointment, the distance, the disdain.
Beryl, I'm sorry. I made a mistake with you.
A mistake? What, pray tell, did you ever do to make things go awry? You dropped me in a hornet's nest and left me to dodge the stings. I've been nothing but alone from the very start. You gave up, Caleb. And did you ever once consider fixing your mistake?
That's why I'm doing things differently with Feng. I don't want to make the same mistake again.
Ah, such eloquence, which never ceases to surprise me. You've always wielded words with such deadly skill. But there is one small detail it seems you have forgotten. You won't be there for her much longer.
What?
Think about it. You're the oldest person in this city now. It gnaws at you like it does all the elders. You can feel it inside you, and it will grow and grow until you finally give in. How long do you think it will be before you leave too?
That's a subject you should avoid bringing up.
Why?
I'm not the only one who feels the urge to leave. You feel it too. We can't do anything about it. Using it as a pretext for your dubious behavior is inappropriate.
I don't see how avoiding a subject that concerns all of us, especially you, could be a good thing. For once, I was looking out for someone. I know you think I'm selfish, a manipulator, but things aren't always black or white. You of all people should know that. I'm worried for Feng. She needs someone, because you can't be there for her all the time.
I thought I had made myself clear. I don't want to hear about any more secret meetings between the two of you.
Have no fear. I know what I must do.
Watch yourself.
I think we've said just about all there is to say.
One more thing. A little bird told me about your operations in South America.
My dear sire, for someone I thought had no interest in business, you're remarkably well informed.
Nothing can stay hidden from the court forever.
Where's the harm in it?
Your actions have consequences for the Camarilla that you haven't considered. You could endanger the masquerade. Don't you think you should speak to the prince about it?
I don't see how my personal business concerns her. She's already having enough trouble getting us out of this mess she's dragged us into.
You hold her responsible for this?
She's in charge, isn't she? She hosted the party. It's only natural to hold her accountable, isn't it?
If the court were to hear what you just said...
Ha! Do you really think I'm the only one who thinks this?
You'd best be going.
I wasn't planning on staying, be sure of that.
It's been a pleasure. Please excuse me if I don't see you out.
He's unpredictable. I need to take more drastic measures if I want to stop him from causing trouble. Caius again. They locked it down. Too late to go see him. Hazel is probably ready to see me now. I won't make her wait.
The prince is ready to see you now.
Great.
Caleb.
My prince.
We were expecting you.
How may I be of service to you this time?
One thing at a time. The situation has changed. The money is gone. The accounts have been emptied.
What? That's impossible.
Only Jason Moore could have transferred the money. The situation is dire.
Moore would never have done it on his own. He would never have dared.
I agree. It's much too bold a move for him. And that's what concerns me the most. Someone used him to attack us. Someone who was extremely well prepared.
I spoke with Beryl. He's up to something.
The problem with your child is that he's always up to something. How am I supposed to know if it's not in my best interest?
We must keep an eye on him.
You're not telling me everything, Caleb. I'm your prince. You know you can trust me.
I don't understand him anymore. I forbade him from seeing Zufang, but he disobeyed. It's all one big, twisted game for him.
That's a strictly personal matter.
Who knows what he's really hiding?
Of course, like all the others. It's impossible to have anyone you can trust in this court, even in the middle of the worst crisis we've ever faced. Failure is a luxury we will soon be unable to afford. If you have nothing more to say, we can move on to the reason I sent for you.
Did you read Jara Drory's file?
I wish I'd never seen it.
There's too much I despise in it.
She never mentioned she was monitoring the Primogen's finances.
But she's not here to shed any light on it. I'm listening.
I've asked for your presence here because I have a new mission for you. Delsin was able to track down the men who attacked us.
It wasn't easy, but it was impossible for them to disappear without leaving a trace after what they did yesterday.
Where are they hiding?
Long Island.
Yes, of course. An abandoned facility just off the coast. An old fort. It's the ideal place for a secret base.
And certainly much more. Who knows what they're up to out there?
How is it we didn't notice a thing?
They have abundant resources, and we're short on eyes.
It doesn't matter. We'll find the people responsible for the situation later. Our most pressing issue is preventing them from striking us again.
How?
You're going to go there and kill their leader.
Sending me there. That seems to be a rather bold choice.
I don't see anyone better for the job.
Infiltration isn't really my specialty.
You'll be dealing with Kine. You'll be a fox in a henhouse. I'm not worried about you. And Delsin knows how to get you in.
Oh, that changes everything.
They evacuated the bodies from the site of the party, which is how we were able to pick up their trail.
There's a small, nondescript warehouse at Jeffrey's Point. As far as we can tell, their transfers from Boston to Long Island are made by boat. To avoid drawing attention to themselves, they've chosen to employ only small craft. There are bodies packed in the warehouse waiting to be shipped over. Do you get the picture?
You want me to disguise myself as a body to be evacuated?
Exactly. All you have to do is stop simulating your vital functions for a few hours.
It's risky.
It's risky, but it's now or never. We might never get another opportunity. We have to try.
The last transfer is probably going to take place tonight. After that, there's no way of knowing when we'll get another chance.
I need to know the details.
Let us worry about getting you into the warehouse. We've made all the preparations. You won't have to worry about a thing until you get to Long Island.
And after that?
Once you're on the island, you'll be in uncharted territory. You'll be on your own.
Who is my target?
Walter Stanford.
He's the head of the Boston Task Force. He's part of what they call the Society of Leopold.
Someone else will take his place.
No need for you to worry about that for the time being. Your mission is to eliminate Stanford, and that's all.
What do we know about this Stanford?
Not much. They're very careful. He was sent from the Vatican, and he brought other fanatics with him. If he's here, it means that Rome has faith in him, and that can't be good for us.
He's got to be taken out.
What's the Vatican getting out of all this?
Your guess is as good as mine. But it seems that the kind are trying to get a better understanding of us in order to hunt us more effectively. These priests have been our enemies for ages. They have knowledge.
Putting an end to them is crucial. We must keep our enemies from unifying their strength.
I don't wish to be the bearer of ill tidings, but what if I fail? Do you have a backup plan?
Caleb, you won't fail. You're our only hope. We place all our trust in you to complete this essential mission.
There's no room for error, Bazori.
Aren't you worried someone will tip off the SI? There's still a traitor among us.
The traitors, my department. You need to strike quickly, and don't let anyone know of your plans. We can't take the slightest risk.
All right. I've heard enough.
Very well. Then you should get going. We've already lost enough time.
Very well. My prince.
I'm guessing you tipped Bazori off to the traitor?
Yes.
Any news?
Nothing since Richard's report. My city is in danger. Everything I've built, all the dreams I've invested. That Judas is a threat to everything.
Not for long. You'll bounce back.
Yes. Congratulations on your negotiations with the Chantry. Our agreement with Hartford is crucial.
Your wish is my command.
I always knew I could count on you. You're a true ally, a loyal one, a future asset in my primogen. But one thing at a time. Before we get there, I have another favor to ask of you.
What a surprise.
About what I told you earlier concerning Delson and Long Island. I've got a plan.
Oh, I know that look. Hazel.
This is the best moment to strike.
That sounds like the definition of rushing into things.
Yes, but we have no choice. Delson?
We need to blind them, from the inside. They know too much about it. We have to change that. For that, we need someone to hit them with a surprise attack from within their compound.
I wish that person luck.
It's you.
That's way out of my league.
Hazel's not asking for your opinion. You proved you were reliable with Hartford. We need your skill sets for such a risky and vital task.
That's precisely what's got me on edge.
It's your chance to prove to the court once and for all that you deserve a place on the council, MM. After this, you'll be untouchable.
I sure hope so. All right. How do I get on this island? By boat?
I doubt it. Coastline's under surveillance.
So I swim across. All right. What then?
Kaya's wrote a program that can help us. If you can upload it into their system, it'll corrupt all the data they've got in their database. Their systems, the archives, it'll all be lost.
Allowing us to cover our tracks.
It's our best shot at making it through this. You'll just have to insert it into a computer that's on their network. That's absolutely essential. Any questions?
Your plan sounds pretty old school. There's no way to do that remotely?
We've tried, but Leto's agents weren't able to breach their security. Their network's too highly protected. That's why we need you.
I see. Am I allowed to take a partner? I'd feel a lot better about this if I had someone covering my back.
I understand, but that's not possible. We're already taking a risk by sending a person in to infiltrate their hideout.
Got it. So, let me get this straight. You want me to infiltrate the enemy base alone? The same enemies who just slaughtered half the camp.
Quit whining. You can have help.
Oh, really?
Your task will not be easy. You'll need a diversion while you sabotage their system. A raid near their base, for example.
That could work. Who will you send?
I refuse to sacrifice any more of our people. So we might as well send in the riffraff. The anarchs could do the job.
Come again?
You heard me. I want you to go see them and convince them to go with you to Long Island.
You're trying to thin their herd.
I'm balancing the scales, that's all.
They can't stand us. They'll never agree to fight for us, let alone on their own without us.
They don't have to know they'll be alone. Lead them to believe our forces will join up with them. The SI is a threat to the entire city. They're just as concerned as we are.
Send someone else to negotiate. A real emissary.
No one else knows the anarchs as well as you do. They go to your clubs, don't they? They know who you are. They know they can trust you.
I barely know them. I see a couple of them once in a while, but that's it. We're not exactly friends.
You're still in the best position to negotiate with them.
Yeah. Right then. Let's say I agree.
You don't have a choice, but I'll humor you.
How am I supposed to go about it? I can't just go chasing down every anarch I know to ask for their help.
There's only one anarch that counts. Their Baron.
Randall Thane?
That's right. He's in charge of the various anarch gangs in the region. I don't know where he is right now. You'll need to use your network.
I've got an idea of who I can ask. What can I use as leverage if they try to negotiate?
Money, favors. Offer them whatever seems useful.
All right.
One more thing. Don't tell anyone about your task, not even your sire. I don't want the council poking their noses into this. That will be all. I'm counting on you, MM. Be careful, and good luck.
I'm gonna need it.
There you are. I'm sorry I wasn't here to meet you when you got back. I was busy.
Everyone's got their priorities, I guess. It's not like I've been waiting for hours.
Oh, please. You're always asking for more space. You're going to complain about me giving you space now?
I'm sorry I hoped for a little bit of support from you.
You haven't asked for any since you threw me out of your life.
Excuse me? What are you talking about? We never...
Broke up? It's been 30 years, Amem.
What? I don't remember.
Come on. I get the feeling we need to clear up a few things.
Yeah.
Come on, tell me what's going on.
The Warlocks. I knew their library would leave a mark. They fucked with my head.
So, if I understand right, you have no memory of our breakup.
None whatsoever. I really thought that I mean, you know.
There's a reason the Warlocks have a bad reputation.
And you said it's been 30 years?
More or less.
That seems like forever. And then again, the blink of an eye for us.
Believe me, it's been a long 30 years.
When I was there, with the Tremere, I saw things, glimpses of the past. It was like I was reliving certain episodes of my past. I guess that's what Osborne meant when he told me about the memories.
What exactly did you see?
I saw my attack with the Knights. I need to know. What happened after that? Did they pay for what they did to me?
It's a long story, Mem. And it's not really a happy one.
That's all the more reason. I want to know what happened. It's my memory, not some game.
Exactly. I don't want to see you suffer again. I won't allow it.
But it's not your choice. It's not you we're talking about, it's me. I can't just sit here not knowing.
I won't tell you a thing.
Hilda, please.
I said no. There's no point in insisting.
Fine. Whatever you want. That's all.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I can't imagine how upsetting it must have been.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with me.
I'm sorry, I've gotta go. I need to take some time to process all of this. The prince is sending me out on another task. I can't screw up.
What kind of task?
I'm sorry, but I can't talk about it. Hazel made that exceedingly clear. If she thinks things are better like that, I believe her.
For God's sake, Amem, I'm your sire. You should trust me, not that snake in the grass.
Personally, I've never had anything bad to say about Hazel.
Unlike me. Is that it? You'd be singing a different tune if you knew what I know.
If I knew what?
Nothing. You wouldn't believe me anyways.
Fine. I'll just make your life miserable until you spill the beans.
Seriously?
You know how stubborn I can be when I want something.
Hazel's a smart woman. She knows what she needs to do to get what she wants. And she wants you.
That's going too far.
You think it's an honor, but you should really be worried. Hazel never does anything she's not sure she'll benefit from, which means she's got ways to make you bend to her will. She's careful to hide her secrets from you, safe behind her herald. Tonight could be your last chance to discover them. Very well. Let's move on. You're right. You should go get some rest, and do think over what we've discussed. Promise me you'll be careful.
I'll try.
What's gonna happen to my vessels? It's never been this quiet here.
Locked. From inside. The arena. Hilda's favorite playground. I don't know if I'd manage as well as she does.
I'm sorry, you can't go in there.
Hazel can't just ignore me and then call me in like this. Now get out of here before I make your blood boil. Goodbye.
Dijon left. Rats are the first to flee the sinking ship.
Do you think we have time to just laze around? You need to be fast and effective. Destroy anything we don't need. Keep what's important. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Miss Bosley.
You're a good kid, Lazarus. I need a drink. Now, shake a leg.
All right, you heard her. Double time. It's a good thing Journey had to sort it.
That's good. That too. And that. What do we do if the hunters show up?
What's that? ID card? 1963? Obsolete. Hey, sorry, we're a little busy here.
All I'm hearing tonight is Lazarus do this, Lazarus do that.
The pile's not getting any smaller.
There you are. I've been looking for you for hours. Where have you been?
Do I know you?
Ha, yeah, you're a real comedian. Seriously, where have you been?
I'm sorry, but I don't think we've ever met.
What the hell? What's the matter with you?
Shit. My little visit to the Warlocks. I think it left a mark. I'm sorry, I'm really confused.
Are you fucking kidding me? We've always been there for each other. You're my twin flame.
I don't remember.
What a fucking nightmare. What's going on? We were... Damn it. I'm sorry, I have to think.
Hey.
Sorry, not right now. I need to think.
I'd better hurry. If Zeus had chosen flower to reign over all others, the rose would be queen. A direct route to the prince's apartments. April plays the guard dog. The swan's nest. I hope it's worth it.
Didn't know Hazel was into music. I've always found swans very moving. They're beautiful, but full of melancholy. It's a nice symbol. I get the feeling something's missing. I get the feeling something's missing. I've always found swans very moving. They're beautiful, but full of melancholy. It's a nice symbol. There are faint marks on the wall. There are faint marks on the wall. Hazel had another child before Miley? Shit, I had no idea. Seeing as how it ended, I'm not really surprised. I understand better now why Dijon never mentioned his sire. Hazel's always one step ahead. There are faint marks on the wall. There are faint marks on the wall. I wonder if... Something moved. So Hazel has her eye on my clubs. Ugh, politics. Always politics. What's her game? Is this how she thanks her allies? Explains why Hazel's holding off on Fang's embrace. Underwood. What a creep. Bazori is a loyal dog, and Hazel's got him on a short leash. Hazel said there was an accident, but it was actually an execution. If Leisha were to find out... should go. It's gonna be a long night. First, the Anarchs. But I have to find them first.
Halsey? Yes, Mom. I'm here.
Hey, Pumpkin. What are you looking at?
The picture is scary.
Come now. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're not going to be afraid of a couple paintings now, are you?
No, but...
Yes, I know. It's Richard. He was angry, but he wasn't angry with you. You know...
I don't think he is. He doesn't like me following you around.
Yes, but it's because he worries you'll get hurt. Pumpkin, there are much more serious things going on right now.
Those people who put us into boxes. And who hurt you.
Yes, them. But don't be scared. Mommy's here.
I know.
I won't let anyone hurt you. Ever.
There you are. But... what on earth is that mark?
I ran into an experienced Inquisitor. I was caught off guard.
Not a dangerous mission, was it? You brought back a souvenir.
I'm still in one piece. That's all that matters. Where have you been? I've been looking for you since I got back, but...
The prince hasn't given me a moment's rest since I returned.
I won't hide the fact that I was happy that you were the one to... well...
That I informed them about the Second Inquisition. Yes, I can imagine.
Everyone's petrified. I can sense it.
Hazel lost it when she found out. I had a hard time convincing her I was telling the truth.
I admit that even I...
She's going to ask for your help, I'm sure of it. She didn't follow your treatment protocol. Usually, I give you your treatment when you awaken. You're not stable, Leisha.
Enough with that already.
You failed miserably with the mission the Prince gave you. That's proof of it.
What do you mean?
You didn't have a firm grasp of the risks.
How could I have guessed that...
And to top it off, you didn't bring anyone back to the Prince. You'll become more and more overwhelmed by your visions and your hallucinations. All this because she's afraid. Hazel has become dependent on you.
Don't you think you're blowing things a bit out of proportion? Dependent on me?
On your visions, of course. Don't you understand? She didn't bring them up?
She did mention them in passing.
She needs your premonitions to help her anticipate the future, to try to influence the course of events.
She would like to, you mean?
What do you mean by that?
They're strange images.
You mean to say they're symbolic?
That's it, symbolic, I guess. But it's hard to say what they could mean.
That's why I don't think it's a good idea to encourage Hazel to think she can rely on your visions to serve her own ambitions. Here's a dose of your treatment. Take it immediately.
This will rid me of my premonitions, is that it?
I don't have time to break this to you gently. I have to go straight to the point.
What are you talking about?
Leisha, Halsey isn't real.
What?
It's not true, is it?
You're the only one who sees her.
No.
Our family has a gift for seeing things.
No, Halsey is my daughter.
In your mind. It's always difficult to pull you away from her. That's why I try to treat you as soon as you awaken to keep Halsey from reappearing.
He's lying, Mom! He hates me!
You're either lying or you're wrong. I don't know which, but it's not true.
Leisha.
But Hazel sees her.
When your hallucinations increase, your premonitions do too. They become more specific and more reliable. And that's what the Prince wants. But you grow increasingly catatonic. Halsey starts to take over.
No! I don't want you to leave me!
Enough! Shut up, both of you!
It's just you and me, Leisha.
Oh, no.
He's a liar! It's not true!
I regret having to inflict this terrible shock on you. Each and every time.
Every time?
Leisha, the Prince wants to see you. Immediately.
Yes, of course. Just a minute.
I'm not supposed to be here. I should have left for the Red Salon already.
Why? No, you can't just leave like that. I have too many questions.
Hazel doesn't like to wait.
We'll have time. Go now. Obey the Prince, Leisha. Stay where it's safe, and above all, drink.
There. I'm coming.
Leisha, I wanted to thank both of you for...
The Prince sees me. See, Mom? Richard's a liar.
Are you all right, Leisha? You seem...
Quit pretending.
Come now, Leisha. What's wrong?
You've been pretending to see Halsey since the very beginning. Why did you lie to me?
Lie to you? I didn't lie to you. Halsey is part of you, and I accept you just the way you are. That's all.
Oh, I see.
You are the only one I trust. Tell me, why would I play games with you?
That's exactly the question I'm asking you.
It's more complicated than it seems. Halsey has made you better. And in my opinion, she's good for you.
I don't know about that, but I don't like feeling like I'm being toyed with.
Nobody is toying with you. It's quite the contrary. We all need you. Now, more than ever before. You need to help us.
After all that I've just learned, something tells me you're going to want me to have a premonition.
Yes, I need to know if I made the right decisions. It's essential.
I think Richard is right. It makes my problems worse. I'm sorry.
Leisha, I trust you. You should trust me. Richard's mistaken, I swear it.
Mom?
It's not as simple as that. I don't choose when they happen.
Mom! Mom, listen to me.
Yes, sweetie. What is it?
There's no point. The swan will lose its head in 2 days. I just saw it. We know, Mom.
What's going on? Leisha, is Halsey speaking to you? What is she saying?
There are too many voices, too many things inside my head. It's too much for me to see what's going to happen.
Okay. I understand. You've been through a lot.
Yes.
So I won't insist right now. Take a few hours to rest, and we'll talk later.
Thank you, Hazel. Damn it. I don't know who to believe anymore. Richard or Hazel.
Please, Mom. I'll be a good girl, I promise. So, we're inseparable? Like 2 peas in a pod?
Yes. Like 2 peas in a pod, sweetie.
Mom? What's wrong? Mom?
Yes, I'm fine. It's all right. It's just, I need to talk to Richard, Pumpkin.
Again? No, we're happy together.
It's not just you. The hallway, my memory. He has to explain this. I want to understand.
All right, as long as we're together.
feeling I've been here before.
Sorry, we're closed. Alacia! I'm so sorry, I didn't recognize you.
I have to see Richard.
It's kind of a bad time. There's a code red and...
I know.
Still in the basement. I need you to take care of it when you're finished here.
No problem.
And if you see Wyatt, tell him I'm looking for him.
All right, if I see Wyatt, I'll tell him.
So you tell us that the SI has the address of this salon, and you come anyway!
Beryl, you shouldn't be here. They could show up at any time.
I know that. Why are you here?
I came to get Richard. Do you know where I can find him?
Probably in the basement packing up, like everyone else. But I guess with your little memory issues, you wouldn't remember where it is.
Don't provoke me. Now's not the time. I suppose no one's volunteering to stick around here.
That's right, especially not me. If you see Wyatt, tell him to come downstairs to help me. It's an urgent request.
Wyatt?
Yes, a thin blood who works for me. He must be helping the staff. There's a lot of stuff here that could give the SI much more than just this bar. There'd be no point in running if they could track us down.
Yes, of course. And if you see Richard, could you...
I'll let him know you're looking for him, as usual.
Did you destroy the client files?
Yes, it's done.
Accounting?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. I've just got the suppliers and the VIP files left to do.
All right, I'm gonna need a badge for the basement too.
I don't have one, sorry. Accounting is done. If I were you, I wouldn't stick around.
Is it over yet?
We can't stay here.
Sorry, but the SI might show up at any second. I wouldn't hang around here if I were you.
We're not open for customers. We're closed.
I'm not here to imbibe. I'm looking for Richard. Have you seen him?
Yeah, he gave orders to the staff. And then he went to the rotunda in the back.
Is there someone named Wyatt here?
Yeah, but he's transferring the kind right now. He shouldn't be long.
All right. Do you have a minute?
Just one.
I'm looking for Wyatt.
What has that degenerate weakling done now? He's gone and gotten us in trouble again, has he?
I don't know. Beryl's looking for him.
He was here 5 minutes ago. He's been running back and forth to get the kind to safety.
What are you working on now?
Vessels that were stimulated by Dr. Dunham. I'm holding on to them until we solve an issue with the kind.
You change their emotional state?
We give them Trigex injections to trigger emotions that make them taste better.
Now I remember. That's thanks to Richard's work.
Yeah, our specialty vintages have become quite popular, so we can't up and lose them.
I believe you.
Actually, since we don't have a lot of time left, you should go see our manager at the back. She must need help.
Okay. I'll go see.
Where are they taking us? Loosen up a little. I don't want to die.
Sorry, but I've given too much today.
I don't want your blood.
What are they doing? I've got to move, and they're still not all here.
Boo! You can't catch me.
So, what do we do now?
How the hell should I know?
We could break down the door to get her out.
We don't have the equipment for that.
I could ask Dr. Dunham.
No way.
Something to keep the donors in an aggressive mood.
Should be well now.
If what Mr. Dunham says is true, we've got to get out of here fast.
Something to keep the donors in an aggressive mood. Music. To relax the vessels.
Oh, Leisha. I didn't expect to see you here.
It seems like you know who I am, but I don't remember meeting you.
Yeah, it's not the first time that that's happened to you.
So I came here often?
Oh yeah, but it's been going on 3 years since I saw you last. My name's Betty. I manage the salon for Dr. Dunham. Sort of.
Is there a problem? Why aren't you leaving?
It's just that Dr. Dunham asked me to evacuate the kind, but I'm never gonna be able to do it. A highly valuable donor has holed herself up in there, but Wyatt's supposed to take her and the others.
Do you know where Dr. Dunham went?
He must be doing the same thing we're doing. Getting rid of anything we don't want the SI to get their hands on.
Like what, exactly?
He told us to destroy the Trajax compounds, so he must be getting rid of his stuff.
What are those compounds you mentioned?
It's one of the doctor's inventions, a stimulant for the donors. The blood is way better with it. Everybody loves it.
Do you have any idea where the doctor might have started?
Oh, he leaves his stuff laying around everywhere, you know. But most of it must be in his office. It's on this floor, in the rotunda, or in his examining room in the basement.
You said that Wyatt was dealing with the vessels? I need to talk to him. Do you know where he is?
He's been running back and forth to get the kind to safety. I've got to get this damn vessel out before he's done.
Why can't you make the vessel come out?
All the commotion has pushed her over the brink. Or maybe she thinks she's being taken to the slaughterhouse? There's no way of knowing. She won't talk to us.
What's the slaughterhouse?
Oh, that's what the kind call the basement. That's where we take donors that have been drained by clients. Or donors that have been overused. Mr. Underwood is in charge of that.
Oh, he works here now?
Yes, he's in charge of the accounting, recycling the vessels. Really anything the doctor isn't interested in doing.
And he's very talented, I imagine.
Let's say there are a lot of deliveries, but not a lot of money coming in. If you see what I mean.
I do. A blue blood. Why don't you force her to come out?
I can't. She's locked in the injection room and there's no way to open the door. And I'm not allowed to damage her. She's a vintage.
I can sense that you disagree.
Well, I'm supposed to deal with her, but I can't even touch her. Because she's worth too much?
What does it mean when you say she's a vintage?
They're the donors that have the strongest reaction to the Trajax injections. It gives their blood incredible character, a vintage. But when they don't get their dose, they can get out of control. This vessel flipped out and went totally paranoid.
I see.
But the SI had better not get their hands on her. Can you help me? She might listen to you.
I'd heard there was a lot of compromising stuff on us here. So I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, go ahead. And clean up anything we forgot and...
Yeah, I get it, Betty. I'll do it if I can, okay?
Fine. All right. There's a pass on the bar that'll give you staff clearance. You're gonna need it.
Thanks. Come on, you've got to get out of there. We've wasted enough time already.
Is that you, Betty?
No, it's Leisha.
Get out of here!
Look, I can tell you're scared, but I can help.
I don't know who to believe anymore. They're all out to get me. I know they want to kill me.
Who are you talking about?
Them. The masters. And even those locked up in here with me. They all want me dead.
No, quite the contrary. They want to keep you safe. If you stay here, you could die.
I don't believe them anymore. They're gonna promise me Trajax to get me to leave, but they'll give me poison instead.
That's not true.
I won't open the door. Leave me alone.
Are you okay, sweetie?
I can't find him. I was sure he was here.
What are you talking about?
Mr. Teddy. He was here. I know it.
He must be playing hide and seek.
You think so?
Yeah, all teddy bears do that. But what he doesn't know is that your mom is really good at that game.
Oh, will you help me?
Of course, Sugar Fangs.
I'm gonna wait for you here. I'm a little tired.
That's fine, honey. That must be how they supply the trajects into the injection room. There's gotta be something that will make her come out. If only she'd calm down. Come on. Come out of there now.
No, you're going to hurt me.
Come on. Come out of there now.
No, you're going to hurt me.
There's gotta be something that will make her come out. Richard's grand idea. Injecting substances to stimulate the vessel's humors. A pneumatic tube system. That connects with the basement, it looks like. Betty was right. The vessel locked herself in.
So, did you find Teddy?
Not yet, sweetie. He's got a really good hiding place.
Oh, I hope you'll find him.
Don't worry. I'll find him.
Oh, Wyatt.
Is the second convoy ready?
You think they're gonna hurt her?
You're gonna have to wait just another minute.
They wouldn't
What?
do that.
Don't tell me there's
I
a
hope
problem.
not. No, she's a vintage.
No, I'll bet he's on it. Don't worry about it.
No? I don't want to be hanging around here. The SI could show up any minute now.
Listen, we're just waiting on the last one. She locked herself in the injection room, but we're working on getting her out. Maybe make a couple of trips to get the others to safety in the meantime.
Shit. With how much that fucking juice bag's worth? But when there's nobody else left, I won't wait around another hour. Is that clear?
Obviously.
Accounting is done.
We're all gonna die, I know it.
Yes?
Are you in charge of the vessels?
Yes and no. I'm just in charge of moving them. Name's Wyatt.
Leisha.
I know. I'm gonna make a few more trips, but there's still one missing. I think Betty's having a hard time getting her to come out.
Where are you taking them?
I'm getting them to safety. Some of them are worth tons.
Okay, but before you leave, Beryl wants to see you.
What? No way.
Go see Beryl right now.
I can't.
I said go see Beryl.
I've got orders. I can't. I've got orders. He gave me an order.
Who did?
The doctor. Dunham gave me an order. I have to get the Kine to safety.
You saw Richard? Do you know where I can find him?
In his office, downstairs. He might have left. Orders. I've already got orders.
Shit. I won't get anything else out of him. Richard already forced his mind.
We shouldn't stay here.
But where are we going? Huh. Music. To relax the vessels.
Sorry, but I don't have the time. If the SI get here, we're screwed.
I won't come out. I'm not going anywhere.
If only she'd calm down.
I have to cover our tracks as much as possible. Understand?
Fucking donor. Just wait till I see her again.
Calm down.
We've got to hurry up and get out of here.
I hope we're not forgetting anything. The SI. I hope we're wrong.
We're all gonna die, I know it. There's no reason to panic.
If I were you, I wouldn't stick around.
Sorry, but only Wyatt and the vessels can go out this way. You can't come through here, just the convoys. Sorry, but only Wyatt and the vessels can go out this way.
Sorry, but I don't have the time. If the SI get here, we're screwed.
I hope they don't show up now.
Betty was right. The vessel locked herself in.
I'm not going anywhere.
Betty was right. The vessel locked herself in.
I won't come out.
A pneumatic tube system. That connects with the basement, it looks like. I'm not that hungry. I'm not that hungry. Apparently the pressure's right. Apparently the pressure's right. Jax. You almost feel like this is a rat hideout here. But it's a discreet entrance. How awful.
Oh, it's you. I've got a lot of work to do. Please excuse me.
Boston Medical Center. Barrel's funneling bodies to them and lining his own pockets then. I'm not sure Hazel'd be happy to hear she's losing money like that. Huh. What could be hiding behind it?
Don't touch that door. Don't you have anything better to do?
It feels like something's missing. Richard's injections. He doesn't want the wrong people to find them. A storage room, huh? That's of no use to me right now. 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 I get that you're busy, but...
But you decided to interrupt me anyway. Fantastic.
Wyatt isn't coming to help.
A thin blood and a coward too. We're all going to be in trouble just because he's scared. He doesn't know what he's got coming.
Wow. Well, hold on. Why are we all going to be in trouble?
Get out of here now.
What are you hiding, Beryl?
You dare?
You leave me no choice.
This is madness. What part of out do you not understand?
I'm worried you're going to make our situation worse.
What is this world coming to? I'm a member of the council. What I do is no business of yours.
The SI is breathing down our necks, so this concerns all of us.
You think I'm not aware of that, perhaps?
Then stop making us take risks just out of pride.
I'm going to choose to ignore your last remark and work on finding a solution. I won't keep you any longer.
I'm not leaving until I'm sure there's no danger with whatever you and Wyatt are up to.
What makes you think I could be hiding something so perilous?
How should I know? I can sense there's something shady going on.
Bravo, Nostradamus! Can I get back to work now?
Now's not the time to turn down a helping hand.
If I accept your help, you can't tell anyone about it. Ever.
Yes, of course.
I'll spare you the list of consequences if you break your word.
I can imagine.
But I still think it's a bad idea. You're not the sharpest knife in the kitchen. If I let you help me, it could make matters worse. So stay out of it. Do you understand?
You're incapable of trusting anyone. And you're one to talk about stability?
Yes, of course. Especially if that anyone has an imaginary child.
I know she's not real.
Oh, if I had feelings, I'd almost feel sorry for you. We've wasted enough time already. You finally managed to finish something off. My patience.
You'll regret it.
Yes, yes, of course. You may leave now.
It feels like something's missing. That's of no use to me right now. That's of no use to me right now. I already took a dose of Turjax. There. Now nobody can use it. feels like something's missing. Oh, the ink blot test. This one's a butterfly. I've been here before. I'm sure of it. But Richard says that madness isn't an illness. Alright, it's a total mess. Juliet. That name. Why does that remind me of something? Richard must not be far.